obviously you've found yourself a lot more, you're feeling a hell of a lot more like the person that you have always been searching for. Right, okay. So hidden underneath all of that stuff earlier was this, am I good enough message.
Yeah.
Right. And what I'd love to do today is delete that.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So what I want to try and do here is, like, you said behind all of this, like, you realize that you are confident.
Mm-hmm.
You have stepped out of your comfort zone and you know you can, right?
Yeah.
So let's just start this off by you telling me a little about, like, who you used to be. And then we can go into, like, today and then tomorrow. So how would you have described yourself, like, 5 years ago?
Lost. Very lost. And I guess, like, just unsure of, like, who I was and, like, had all these ideas of, like, who I wanted to be, what I wanted to do, all of those things, but was so, like, it was all jumbled in my head. So I guess that made me just so lost and then unconfident in myself and what I was doing, again, physique or work or whatever. And then it just, like, shrunk myself. So I felt very small.
Why do you feel like shrinking yourself was the right choice?
I think in the moment it felt like I was protecting myself.
Okay.
So, like, it just felt like, well, I won't be as noticeable, even though I wanted to be noticed, but I would not be noticed. I wanted to also be unnoticed, if that makes sense.
So you didn't want to be seen for who you were, even though you wanted to be seen for who you wanted to be?
Yeah, basically.
Right. And so by playing small kept you safe, and what did it avoid?
It avoided me facing change, I guess. Like, I didn't have to, like, I could just kind of chug along and not have to face, like, the reality of, like, actually change to be able to move forwards and grow. And
So you was fearing change, but what was you really fearing beneath the change?
I guess myself, like, who I could be.
Okay.
Because that's also scary.
Was there a fear around not being liked?
Yeah, a lot.
And what was the worry with that?
Just, like, losing people and being on my own.
Okay. So if we skip forward to today, because obviously, you know, how much weight have you lost since I first met you?
God knows, probably, like, how am I now? 60, 70, 80, probably like 25 kilos, something like that.
How does it feel to have shifted that weight, but let's say shifted from that identity that you used to have of Chloe?
Well, I don't feel small anymore. So I think that's the first step. Because, like, I remember our first photo shoot when you were like, I can tell that you're uncomfortable. And, like, I can just, like, imagine that person now, like, when I look back, and I'm like, it wasn't just even the weight and the way I looked. It was just, like, all of those emotions and everything. It was, like, weighing on me.
What were the emotions?
I think it was, obviously there was a lot going on, obviously, in my personal life at the time, like with my family and stuff. So I think there was, like, sadness with all of that. And then there was overwhelm. And then there was frustration. And then there was anger. Like, there was just a lot of, I guess, negative emotions that I was carrying at that time. So I wasn't allowing any positive emotions to come through.
And what was the benefit of disregarding those positive emotions? Because you did that a little bit today as well, before you realised it.
I think I do it now in, like, a protective mode without, like, massively realising I do it. Like, I just have that moment where I'm like, oh, shit, like, I should probably protect myself a little bit. But then I think back then it was more so just to like, a bit like I said earlier, like just shut myself off, make myself small so that I wasn't noticed as much.
When did you decide that you wasn't important?
I think it was a combination of Dad being ill, because I wanted to prioritize other people. And then I also think it was partly from like not a relationship standpoint, because I was in a relationship, but like friendship and things. Like I just felt, because I'd had a massive change where I'd like moved obviously out from mum and dad's and like went off on my own, so I was in a completely new area. So I just felt like, obviously no one made me feel like that, I made myself feel like that, but I felt like obviously nobody knew me, and when I was starting to go to new places, have a new job and things like that, like I wasn't important anymore, where I felt like I was important when I was back home and knew everything around there. So I think, yeah, I was already starting to feel it, and then when Dad got ill, I then just wanted to prioritise everyone else.
Yeah. And what do you think the benefit for you was of not prioritising yourself in that time?
There wasn't one.
Okay.
Like, in the moment, I didn't realise, but ever since, I think that first photo shoot, like I just keep realising, I was like, what did that do for me? Like, at all. Sure, like, I became a little bit more unnoticeable, but that's not even deep down what I want, so like, why would that be a positive? And then I gained loads of weight, so therefore I was then unhappy with how I felt in and out of myself. So then I wouldn't push myself to do other things in work, in life and stuff like that. So yeah, there wasn't a benefit to it.
No. Okay, so if we kind of look between all of this, there was a whole spell where you almost didn't feel like you were important to look after. Mm-hmm. You've gone through this whole spell of not really knowing yourself, being a bit lost, confused, and like you've got all these ideas, but not feeling like you had the courage, the confidence, maybe the support, or maybe just being good enough to bring that to life. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, if we open Chloe up, is there anything like a label, a tag inside of Chloe that actually says you are not important, you are not good enough, or to play small?
Like right now?
Ever?
Well, I think I put those labels on myself.
Okay, so that was the lens that you were looking through.
Yeah.
But is it true they've ever been in there?
No, in reality, like, no. I decided that. No one else did. No one else made me.
Okay.
Gave me those
And
labels.
what did you gain from doing that and putting that there?
Silly as it sounds, I feel like the only thing I really gained was I felt like it was a safety net. But other than that, I didn't gain anything. Like I just...
Or is it a false safety net?
Yeah, it was a full safety net because, yeah, wasn't necessarily doing anything for me. But I think because... But other than that, I just kind of like, none of those things actually like helped me move forwards or anything like that. If anything, it all held me back more than it did anything else.
So if we remove the lens,
yeah,
the vision that I'm not important, I'm not good enough, I'm not wanted, I can't do this. What is the truth about Chloe?
the opposite to all of those.
Which is?
Like, I am good enough and I can do the things that I want to do and I'm capable of doing.
Say it over here.
I'm doing my thing again, aren't I?
You're avoiding the, so breathe. Now just actually say it with the confidence and mean it.
Well, that I am good enough. And yeah, like I literally can do the things that I keep telling myself I can't.
And what else?
And that I'm a lot more confident as a whole.
And you are important.
And I am important. Yeah.
Say that again with a bit more confidence.
And I am important.
Why is that?
Because I matter to me and to other people too. So I need to look after myself.
Okay. So now you've got this vision of going forward with your future and being you. So we're categorically saying there is no longer proof of you not being good enough, not being important, lacking confidence.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Feel a bit silly now?
Yeah.
Right? And going forward, solving the financial problem, creating the future that you want with the abundance and the relationships and everything. What's the fear going forward that you know you need to remove before you enter into those stages?
I think it's just a fear of failure. But I don't know why I'm fearing failure.
That will probably be because when you failed in the past, you don't want it to repeat itself.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Because other than that, like, there's no reason why I can't do any of those things.
Okay, so is it an absolute truth that when you fail or perceive failure, that you still can't grow, win, be happy, be safe?
Well, no, because you learn from the failures as well.
Okay.
Like every time I've failed in the past, I've learned from it and got stronger.
Okay. So if we take that now, okay, the fear of failure, if we go one step behind that fear of failure, what is that? What's that lens that you're looking through?
My old lens from years ago. I'm looking back through the labels that I'm putting on myself again. I'm letting them creep in. And I need to shut that. Rip the labels off.
But are the labels there?
I think they are in my head.
Ah. And if they're in your head, what are they?
Not real.
They're words?
Yeah.
Okay, word is just sound.
Yeah.
So
Which doesn't make it true.
If we remove that sound, what would you have?
Nothing. Silence.
So you're creating that noise
Yeah.
in your head, which is blocking your vision going forward, thinking that the only thing I fear is repeating the patterns that I did in the past. But by doing that, you would be going back to that lens that you were looking through.
Yeah. And I don't want to do that.
No. So what's the lens that we are actually looking through going forward?
A new lens.
Which
this
is...
person.
Yeah.
Right here. Right now.
And so let's address the fear of failure and remove it. So what's the actual fear?
Not being good at something.
If you're not good at something, what would you fear from not being good at something?
That I'm not going to be successful off the back of it.
Okay, and that would be a fear because you're worried about other people's opinions of you?
Yeah.
Okay. And if those people had those bad opinions, you would worry that you don't
fit in. Don't belong.
Who else felt like that?
Oh, me. Oh. So I'm back looking through that same lens again.
Okay, so let's just remove it. Okay, what happens when Chloe doesn't fit in? What is that a sign of?
I think the problem is I see it as a bad thing, but it can be a good thing.
Or is it just the fact that you might be in the wrong environment at that stage?
Possibly, yeah.
And you can learn lessons from it.
Yeah.
And then you can still go and fit in a better environment for you.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's just a feedback loop. Instead of it being a fear of failure, it's a fear of like, oh, this isn't good for me.
Yeah.
I've got the data now, so I remember how that felt.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you thinking? What are you feeling?
Just that I need to, when I think, because I just did it then, like where I said, it can be a bad thing, but it's also a good thing. Like I automatically always go to the bad thing, but I'm not unaware of the good thing. So I need to flip it when I'm thinking in certain ways to think more about the good thing, because that's what's actually going to allow me to make the change or whatever it is to move forwards. Because it is that bad, not bad thought, but like the negative way of looking at things is what's holding
So you're
me back.
effectively giving yourself the freedom to make a decision when the negative comes in, that you can choose the positive from now on.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I want to do.
And how does that feel instead of Chloe 10 minutes ago?
Feels good because, again, like one of the big things for me is about me moving forwards. And that allows me to move forwards because I'm seeing things in not the right way, but in a better way for myself.
Feel weird?
Yeah.
How does it feel to finally see your truth?
Scary and exciting all in one.
Scary from what?
Scary in like oh shit, like this could be a good thing. Not like
This could be?
no, this will be a good thing, not like in a bad way. And exciting because like what's to come? Anything.
So, I want you to put your hand on your heart. I
know where that is now.
You know where it is now. We learn, right? Only taken you 30 odd years. But is that, how old are you?
20, I'm about to turn
right.
28.
Right, there we go. Right. Okay. So I want you to take a second. I want you to close your eyes.
Okay.
And generally, like, just take a couple of big breaths. Like, generally, just really relax. You'll hear my voice, but other than that, just really relax. Okay? Mm-hmm. Take a couple more breaths. Right, so just keep your eyes closed. I want you to picture that you are at a fork in the road. You have a decision to the left which continues on with the past fears, the decisions you used to allow yourself to make, and the standards that you set for yourself. I want you to see the right path, which has the home, the family, the relationship, the business, how you see yourself. I want you to just sit in that for a minute. Just see how you feel about yourself, your energy, like the frequency you put out to other people. When you look at yourself, how do you feel about what you've created? That's good.
Proud.
Right. So before you take the step that I know you're going to take, I want you to turn around. I want you to picture your younger self stood in front of you. Let's go to when you were at your lowest.
Mm-hmm.
What does she say to you now?
Show up for yourself. And also that she's proud of where I am at the moment.
What else does she say?
That I've grown, and that I'm also capable of taking that path you said a minute ago, the right one.
Okay.
And having all of that stuff.
That was a good breath. Now I want you to tell her what she needs to hear. And I want you to talk to her as a little girl.
What's that? I'm proud of her. Because she got me here.
Open that heart right open. Say what you actually really want to say to her.
And I'm also sorry for holding her back. Unintentionally. And that she's pretty awesome.
I believe there's a bit deeper to go. I don't want you to be scared just because this is being recorded. I want you to actually tell her and connect with her.
She doesn't have to be scared anymore. I guess just want her to know that life does, silly as it sounds, get better.
So instead of talking to her in the third person, actually just tell her out loud. I want to hear you say it to her. Because when you open your eyes, you're going to step away from her. So I want you to talk to young Chloe. And don't hold back. Because you're free.
Well, your life is going to get better. You're going to grow, you're going to step out your comfort zone, you're going to become a lot more confident. And I'm proud of you for everything you've been through to this point, to even get here. And that you just don't have to be scared anymore. There's nothing to be scared of.
Do you want to apologise for how you treated her?
I'm sorry for doubting you and making you small, like you weren't capable of the things that you are. I'm sorry for not showing up enough.
And what's your promise to her going forward?
I promise that I'm not going to shrink you anymore. Just going to be me and grow and have the freedom and the confidence to be the person that I wanted to be once upon a time.
I want you to just give her a hug mentally.
Mm-hmm.
Take a big breath. As you turn away, start walking down that path that you want to take. What's the key thing you're going to remember?
I am strong. And that I'm not that person anymore.
Take a big breath. 2 more. Just really take it all in. How's that?
Oh, that's bright. That was interesting.
What do you mean by interesting?
Like, I actually believed in what I was saying.
Wow.